Hi, Tony Scelzo here. I want to talk to you about three different things today, and I really want you to think about what we're going to talk about and how important it is in your business, in developing your team, and your life. About 10 years ago, I had a pretty significant failure. One of those failures that really kind of set you back a ways. It was starting a business. We raised a lot of capital, and we failed at getting that business off the ground. During that time, I started an organization of small businesses, and what I was trying to do is band people together that had lived in the dot-com bomb, who had gone through the bubble and had watched their bubble burst, and come together to really redefine what that story had meant to them, what that story was all about to them. And along that path, I started coaching and consulting other small business owners, and I really figured out over the last 10 years that life in business really comes down to three kind of things that you have to really control how it's going on in your life and what it means to your business. You got your story, you got your trend, and you have the data. Now your story is what you tell yourself why you're where you're at and what you're doing and why you're either successful or why you're not achieving success. Your story is one of the most important things you get your hands around and define for you to be successful. For me, for 3 months after I had failed in business, my story was very good at defining why I had failed, why I had not made where we needed to go. The smarter you are, the better your story is, and the better you are at convincing other people into your story. The problem was the trend was the trend. The trend was we had made bad decisions over a long period of time. We had spent more money than we had gained, and the trend was not good. And so when you understand that that trend really was the reason why we were in that situation, when you understand that the data was that we had pitched a lot of people but not had converted, that was really what the trend and the data was telling us. So many times you have to look at your life and you have to understand, what is the data telling you? What is the trend telling you? And really get your hands around what is your story doing to move you forward. See, your story is what justifies you for being where you're at, your identity, and makes you who you are. You're always going to create a story to really justify who you are at that given time, to justify your identity. And the difference between where you're at and your identity is your story and how it keeps you either moving forward or moving backward. Your trend is really a feedback loop to understand, am I moving in the direction I want to be, or am I moving backward from where I want to be? Is it moving up or is it moving down? Your trend you really need to pay attention to. Your trend is either empowering and moving forward or disempowering, moving downward. And understanding the relationship between your trend and your story is really fundamental in getting your hands around where you're going. The data you always have to have your hands on. The data is, what KPI are you being measured against? Is it sales? Is it leads generated? Is it, conversion in front of clients? Is it website traffic? You need to know what the data says. But you also need to know what the data is saying in your life and in your business. You also need to understand what trends you use to create relationships or to create opportunities with clients or to create other things, relationships sometimes in your life. The trends are very important too. Getting these all truthful in your life and in your business is very important for your success. When you do that, you can get all that working together to get where you want to go.